Hey guys, welcome to Unbiased Rugby. My name's Donovan. Obviously, we've got Six Nations coming up this weekend. It'll be round one of Six Nations. First year that I'm actually going to be commenting on the Six Nations, and I've really been enjoying learning the players, learning the teams. I don't think that sounds right, but it's really been really nice to actually get an insight to all the teams and the players. I have been playing, I've been setting up the Fantasy League. I'll put the link down below to the Fantasy League that I have. YouTube Warriors, please come join me. Just some really good fun. I'm wearing my whole Bulls outfit because Super Rugby's almost here, and Mark had sent me an Irish Rugby jersey, but you know, I live in South Africa, so it's been 2 months now, and I'm still waiting for my jersey to get out of customs. So hopefully it'll arrive before the end of the Six Nations. So we've got the 3 games this weekend. From a lot of people, what a lot of people have said, it's unlike the Rugby Championship where we have a home and away fixture. The Six Nations is just a one-round competition, and the draw is quite important to who's going to win the Six Nations and if you're going to get a Grand Slam or not. I have to say that of both competitions, the Rugby Championship and the Six Nations, I think the Six Nations is a more entertaining competition. Not because I think the rugby's better or anything like that. I just think the teams are a lot more evenly matched. In the Southern Hemisphere, we either always have New Zealand winning either by losing one game or winning all their games. So it's pretty much it's a competition that just seems to have one outcome. Whereas it looks like the Six Nations, the teams are a lot closer. There's a bigger crowds, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens in the Six Nations. Plus, with the Rugby World Cup coming up, I'm really keen to learn more about all the teams. So first game of the weekend, we've got France versus Wales, playing at Stade de France in Paris. The referee for that is Wayne Barnes. I like Wayne Barnes. I have a feeling that France haven't been doing very well, especially their last loss was against Fiji. I think they've only won one game in the past 6. I think it's one game in the past 6, which is quite bad. I think Wales have won their last 6, so they're really a team on the up. The one thing I do know, I really like the way that Wales play. They don't have the same kind of attacking, like Ireland. They don't have the same attacking plays, but their defence is really good. They get off the ball very quick. They're super fit, so I think their work ethics is much higher than most of the other teams. I've put Wales to win by 5 on my Super Brew, but with no bonus point. I think it's going to be fairly close, especially playing in France. And I'm sure France are going to come out. Garada is going to come out so hard, and I'm sure Bastro must be playing. They're going to come out so hard, wanting to win. They're desperate for the win, and but I don't see that happening. Next game of the weekend, we've got Scotland versus Italy, and they're playing at Murrayfield in Edinburgh. I think this is going to be a bit of a rout. Luke Pearce is the match official for that, the ref. I haven't really seen many games with Luke Pearce. I have, but Wayne Barnes, I know a lot more. I've put Scotland to win by 19 points because they're playing at home. They will get the bonus point. I think it's going to be a real hiding. I've got a feeling it might be even higher than that. I think Scotland's attack is just really good. They've got some of my favourite players that play in Scotland. Next game, which I think might be the game of the weekend, we've got Ireland versus England playing at Aviva Stadium in Dublin. Jerome Garces is the ref for that. You know, if I maybe about mid-year, you know, when England was in a bit of a lull, I would have basically said that Ireland would have walked all over England, but I don't know if that's going to happen this time. But still, playing in Dublin, I still think Ireland are going to be the better team on the day. I don't think they have as many injuries as England do. Look, if England don't have Owen Farrell, I think they're in serious trouble. I really like his game management. The guy understands space, and that's the most important thing. You know, he lifts up his head, he sees a gap, and he kicks. And he really is really good at that tactical kicking, gaining ground, and he can tackle really hard. Bit hard, but he can tackle really hard. I know that the New Zealand guy's not playing. the names don't always get to me. But I put Ireland to win by 6, especially at home. Still no bonus point. I don't think they're going to win by a bonus point. I think it's going to be a bit of a slugfest. Players to watch out for, obviously Tadhg Furlong. I think he's, this is over all the games for the weekend, Tadhg Furlong. Gerardo, I think he's an exceptional hooker. Really got that right kind of work ethic as for a hooker. Tadhg Furlong is just an exceptional, he's got soft hands for a prop. Then for England, I think obviously the main person would be Billy Vunipola. I think he gives them real go-forward ball. I think he's going to have a hard day in the office against CJ Stander and Peter Omani, but I think he has to get the go-forward ball. If he doesn't get that go-forward ball, I think England are in serious trouble. His brother's also really good, but I think he's the main person, and Owen Farrell needs to be match fit for the game. Then one of my favourite players coming up, up-and-coming players, he's not even up-and-coming, he's up there already, James Ryan. I think the guy has an exceptional work ethic, and he's well worth the price of admission to go watch him. I really like players that have a high work ethic. Pieter-Steph du Toit, Peter Omani's also got a high work ethic, but James Ryan is just, that is work ethic on another level. I'd say Pieter-Steph du Toit kind of level. Jonathan Davies, exceptional centre. I've really liked the way that he's played for Wales. Alan Jones is also, he's captain fantastic for Wales. And then my last player to watch is Stuart Hogg. I watched him when he played against South Africa, and phew, yeah, the guy's just, he also understands space. And I think what's been lacking, what I haven't been seeing in South African rugby is really good players that understand space. Understand space, how far the defence is coming towards me, understands the gaps, understands when to go straight, when to offload. So, and I feel that you pick up those kind of skills at sevens and those kind of things, and I've really liked that. The other thing that I like about Northern Hemisphere rugby is phase play. It used to be quite a good thing with South African rugby, where we were really good at phase play and then have tactical kicking. And I watched some games, 35, even, I haven't seen 40 phases yet, but the most I've seen, I think I saw, was 38 phases, and to score a try, that's exceptional. That's really good. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this weekend's games. I think it's going to be a cracker. Gordon's probably going to join me for the recap. Gordon hasn't been around for a while. He has been around, but he normally waits for international rugby season to arrive. We were hoping to have our Irish rugby jerseys, but it's not going to happen. But like I said, it's almost Super Rugby time, so I'm wearing this jersey. But listen, guys, please put your comments down below of what you think, how the game's going to turn out, what players to look at. Maybe I've got my scores a little bit wrong. I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn about the Six Nations and learn about the Northern Hemisphere sides, because I'm one of those big believers. Know your enemy. So I know New Zealand rugby really well. I'm starting to really get into Irish rugby, because those are the teams above me, above South Africa, and I'm really enjoying getting to know England and Wales. But yeah, guys, I hope you have a great week, and here's looking forward to a great weekend of rugby. Chat soon. Cheers. Bye.